your next act, Robin Banks, everybody.
Good evening, everybody. It's really important to have a really good compare to relax the evening for the audience, because basically the lights go down, music cuts out, and the audience usually starts to get all nervous, thinking, shit, comedians coming on in a minute. Hope they like us. I'll tell you a true story. I've just come back, God help me, after 55 years of doing comedy, from learning the truth about the fact, the statement, sometimes comedy doesn't travel. I've just come back from doing the British Legion Club in fucking Birmingham. Now, this booking I made off my own back, so it had nothing to do with anybody else, like an agent involved or anything like that, to give me some warning. But on the way to the gig, I realised it's going to be a pretty hard bit of work to do, because as I got towards the venue, I realised I was walking through an area where if your house was being repossessed, you were fucking grateful. And I got there, and basically another warning sign was this act was on who'd been down in London about a year ago on the same bill as me, and he was a good act. And he was like 8 minutes into his act, right? Only 8 minutes. And suddenly the audience was booing him and telling him to fuck off back to where he came from. This is how nasty they were. I went on, I did about 2 minutes. Then he started booing him again, didn't they? No fucking mercy whatsoever. And you've got to understand, the other tough bit about it was I had to do 50 minutes and I was headlining because I was going on before the fucking bingo. The compare didn't exactly help. His intro went something like this. Good evening. I'd like to point out to you that I only took over as concert secretary 3 weeks ago, and this booking has got fuck all to do with me. Now, I've been talking to this lad for the last 20 minutes, and he's not made me laugh once, so I don't know how it's going to go. He's also turned up here with no copper bun, no dicky bow. I don't know what's happening in the world of showbiz. Anyway, make him feel welcome. By the way, I'd like to point out to Billy, the pop man over there, basically, Billy, this lad's doing basically 50 minutes up here and he's getting more money in that 1 hour than you're getting all fucking month working here. I'd also like to apologise for an extra £2 on ticket tonight. It's because of this cockney bastard. And as you know, we like to employ and encourage local singers here, you know, to help them develop. Well, you know my granddaughter, Cecilia, you'll know her, she's a fucking good singer, right? Well, she won't be appearing here tonight because of this bastard. He won't share his time with her. Anyway, we'll get him on. And then he had also arranged for the band, duo, to play a kicking number as I went on, to get the room going. Yeah, fucking kicking number, right? Quanta la Mera. That really got the room going, didn't it? Anyway, I went on and I started off with, I thought I'll throw out a feeler to him. This is a gag that basically tells you if you've got audiences who are up for it, can think a little bit or anything. So I just went in, I said, on the way here tonight, I was walking along the road and I saw this guy across the road and he had a long, long pole over his shoulder, and I thought, being sort of friendly, I'd say to him, and I went up to him and I said, you a pole vaulter? He said, no, German, but how do you know my name? That is the exact fucking opposite of the reaction I got up there. All I got was people looking at each other going... And then after about 10 minutes of struggling against the noise, I turned around to the band. I said, you can stop fucking playing now. I'm doing it. two of them about my age, right? And basically one was on the drums and he was on the snares going Guantanamera, and then when he comes to the chorus, Guantanamera, drop them, picks up his snares, hits the thing, looks at his wife to take a photograph of him to send up to fucking Equity to prove he was still working. And then after about 20 minutes, they'd run out of bricks. There was now just a brick dust now kind of thing, just throwing it at me kind of thing. And this was like during, like back in the day when Jongleurs was going in Battersea, where they'd eat their pistachio nuts, and if they didn't like you, they would just put their shells in the palm of their hand and flick them at you, saying, "Go back from whence thou came, Chester. We do not find thee funny." And like when you do it somewhere like that, and by the way, the cheque wasn't in the post at that point, so you got to do your time when you go up north. Even if you die in your bloody arse, like you do Glasgow Empire and all that way back in the day, if you did your time, you get your money, regardless of how it went. And basically, I struggled on kind of thing. There was 3 old biddies sitting in the front, some about 2 years younger than me, some about 10 years older than me, and I'm 77, right? And they're sitting there, and then it got a bit hot, so they started taking off their scarves and all that, and every one of them had fucking love bites on their necks. Now, 60s, 70s, okay, but 80s pushing it a bit, don't you think? So anyway, at the end of the evening, like, you're thinking, there'll be a point where you'll get them back, you'll come out with something, and I had that opportunity given to me, the palm of my hand, because as I went to go off, the compere came back on and said, "Robin Banks, you're stealing him, all right?" And gave that look. But remember now, I said that book has got fuck all to do with me, right? But as you do, I get to go out a raffle, and there's a tombola there, and they spun it, and you put your hand in, you pulled out a ticket, and that meant somebody won 500 quid, right? Which meant they could buy a house. he was throwing a masonette as well with it, you know. Kind of. Anyway, I thought, I got me the palm of my hand now, so I'll get them. So I took that, and I looked around, and they're all suddenly pushing all their bingo cards across and all that, getting all the raffle tickets lined up the right thing. So now I've got their fucking attention, and I thought, this will get them over, this will get a reaction. So I just went, "The winning ticket! It's this one!" And then I ate it. I got a reaction, all right, but it wasn't the one I was looking for. And on the way out, one of the old biddies, she said, "Oh, I'm missing last bus because of you. You went on a bit too long." And I thought, well, I've got nowhere to stay tonight, so we made an arrangement, and I fucked her. Got to try. I'd like to finish off by saying that basically there's been a theme of autism going on tonight, and I have an autistic son who's 32 years of age, and I remember in the early days, when he was about 5, autism wasn't the buzzword, apart from Rain Man kind of thing, and you used to come across a lot of ignorance, like for example, I don't know why he used to do this, Matthew, but probably because of his autism, but he'd get an erection even at the age of 5, and he'd just masturbate, wherever we were. Tesco's, Safeways. He never did it in Marks and Spencer's, I don't know why. I have no idea why. And people would come up to me and go, "Excuse me, what's he doing?" You know, oh, I said, "Sorry, he's autistic." They went, and I hate ignorance. I said, "Just because he can't spell, there's no need for him to be doing that." And I went, "What? No, autistic." I said, "Just because he's fucking an artist and he can paint, doesn't mean to say he can do that." And in the end, I would just say to him, "Oh, he's ready to finish." I said, "Man, you know, go finish it off, Matthew." And he would. And some of the old biddies, they fucking loved it. You know, they're all over them, they rub it in and everything. I forgot to mention it was summertime, all right? And I'll leave you on this. And people say first appearances matter. And people can be judged by the way they look. I had that experience when he was actually under section once. And I turned up there to see him. And I know I've got a gruff voice and I look a little bit strange, kind of thing. And just got there, and I just got into the room where they all come in and congregate and all that, and suddenly the scuffle broke out, and suddenly the alarms went off and everything. And this doctor rushed up to me and said, "You, go back to your room." Thanks very much for listening. Good night.